Okay, welcome to the Synthesis AI Studio webinar. It is, of course, presented by myself and the mastermind behind the products, Oliver Goodwin. Although I have to say, lately, the mastermind behind our Oliver Goodwin products has been a combination of him and our beta testers. I want to give a shout out to those beta testers for doing such a fantastic job for years now. First, we're going to look at what Synthesis AI Studio is, because we've simplified it. It's not complicated. It's a lot, but we've simplified what it is. We're going to look at the new platform. Those of you that have a portion of the Synthesis products, because we have a whole bunch of products, as you'll see, but if those that have a portion will be already eligible to move to the new platform. You'll already have access to the new platform, and we'll work with you to make sure that you're in there. I'm going to talk about the 3 pillars that make up this incredible AI that makes it so simple to understand. I'm going to show you mind-bending examples of each one of those pillars. I'm going to give you a demonstration of the inside. I did limit it to 23.5 minutes. I just finished it just moments ago. And then we're going to take a look at how you could get in on this incredible technology. And we're going to give you prizes just for being here today. We're going to select from the audience and reimburse you even more than, let's say, the front end product would have been. And then specials for current Synthesis users if you already have a portion of these products that you're going to see, because some of you already are in on part of it. And just a little bit of history. We have been producing things over the course of the past several years. Human Synthesis Studio is the one with the humatars. Those are those real human-derived avatars, which are now better than ever. Of course, we had Talking Faces, which has been absorbed into this current platform. It's still in the works. And we have Face Swap, which is part of this current platform. We have Synthesis Visual. Synthesis Visual, of course, it's that text to images that we told you about a year ago. And now, just in the past week, has reached new unbelievable heights. In fact, so much so that I want you to get ready to call family members to see what I'm going to show you today, because they're going to want to run in to your room and look at your computer. So get ready for that. And it's all come under Synthesis AI Studio. All right. And again, 3 pillars. There's voices, the best human-derived voices that you've ever heard. And I'm going to show you that very, very shortly. That's the first thing we're going to look at. All right. And I'm going to play that for you by holding my microphone to the speaker, which is the most fail-safe way to do it. And then the AI Humans tool, which is now the brand new version of the humatars, which can be resized, and they are clear, and their lip sync is better than ever, and there's a video editing tool involved with them too, and the AI Images tool, which has reached new heights and is now the best on earth. Some of you may have heard of the term Midjourney. It's tied with Midjourney now just in the past week. We have the best AI images out there. Wait till you see what we're about to show you. Again, 3 AI voices, AI humans, and yeah, that's Brad Pitt lying in a field of flowers. That was my prompt. AI images. You guys excited? Are you ready to get started? Derek says, yes, let's go, let's rock. That's exactly what we're going to do. Can we call this a flower pit? It's okay if you're late, you didn't miss anything. Okay. So we're introducing the new inside look, and I will be giving you a demo in just a moment, and you'll see this again. But I just want to show you how simple it is. As soon as you log in to Synthesis AI Studio, you'll see AI voices, AI humans, and AI images. Always those 3. Voice, of course, text to speech, AI humans, the humatars, and AI images is the text to images. And it's very easy to start right underneath those 3. No matter which you click on, you just start right underneath. On the left-hand side, where it says My Studio, that's where whatever you store is going to be. And then the support tab is excellent. It has so many questions already answered for you. And the training tab, that's the fourth one down there, that's really, really good. There's so many videos in there, and I actually show that in the demo in just a moment. Now, the new platform, as I said, it does house all three of those. Now, AI voices is where we're going to start today. And this is so unbelievable because the voices I'm about to play right now, in fact, this is one chance for you to get your family member. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds here to go grab somebody from the other room. Um, it's the world's best text to speech. It's over 400 voices altogether in 140 languages. Now, everyone here today is going to be purchasing what we call the bundle because the deal is so ridiculously good. And within those 400 plus voices, it's like 450, you get 100 ultra lifelike, real human based voices. And you could make them speak with each other for conversations, podcasts, whatever you want. And because of the way we're putting this together, you get unlimited number of minutes, which is mind blowing and unlike anything you could get anywhere else. Unlimited. Now, let me play for you right now by putting the microphone to the speaker what this sounds like when you combine the voices talking to each other. Hold on one second. This was put together by Luann, our team member, very quickly for our sales page. Listen to this. My first demo already shot, but I have another one ready. This is a single voice. I'll play later on in the demo. I'll play the multi for you. Here's the single.
In the heartbeat of the crowd, in every roaring cheer, lies the essence of the game, the challenge drawing near. From fields to courts, from tracks to waves, sports unite us all in the moments that we crave. Passion, drive, and dreams entwined in every game, a story defined.
Was that incredible or what? That is actually a real human-derived voice. And when you get to the demo in just a few minutes, what's going to happen is you're going to hear them actually speak with each other as well. All right, so keep that in mind. Let's continue with this slideshow sequence. Oh, that's where I was supposed to play the example for you. Yeah, that was amazing. Now, Luann, if you would get the link for me to play that other one that we were trying to play. I just want to make sure I have it. I know I have it in my, I'll be able to look while I'm doing the demo. I'll be able to look at my thing, but just in case, get that link ready for me since that wasn't able to play. All right, so that's the AI voices. That gives you an idea of the quality. So first, what I'm going to do is do a brief rundown on the quality of each of these pillars, so to speak. Then we're going to go in and we're going to do a really cool demo. All right, so next is the second of the three pillars, of course, and that is the AI humans. Now, you recognize the AI humans because the Humitar is right there. Now, the AI humans and all of these includes commercial rights, so you could use them for clients. It's the world's best text-to-speech involved there as well. So not only is it text-to-speech, of course, for the AI voice, but it's the lip syncing that goes along with the Humitar, and that also is superb text-to-speech. In fact, I didn't want to really get into this right off the hand, but you actually get 15 more. Not only 100, you get 115 of those real human voices and another 370 or so in all different languages, 140 languages, in fact, of the premium voices, which are almost as good, but not quite as good as the real human voices. So yeah, that's an example right in front of you. I just did an animated GIF for this, but I will be able to play that for you later as well, this very video that you're seeing right there. Now, the AI humans is again over 400 voices, 140 languages, and this time 115, as I said, ultra lifelike, real human voices. And that is because you're getting the bundle. Multi-person conversations can happen here too. Now, can they happen on the same screen at the same time? Normally, I would have said no, you have to go from scene to scene for that. Except our beta testers are so good. Our crack beta testers are up there, and they have created a document which shows you how you can easily actually put more than one on the same scene at the same time, speaking with each other. And we will be giving that out to you at no charge today to teach you how to do that. We're going to actually send that to you to your email. So, yes, that is a possibility. And the video editor is included, so you can resize them, and you'll see that in the demo. And again, unlimited fair use. That means it's unlimited use unless you do so much that it breaks every system around the world. You know what I mean. It's virtually unlimited unless you're abusing it. AI humans, here's another example of how you could use two of these together. Now remember, the third pillar is the AI images. And I produced this studio background with the images. Then I put it behind this woman, and I was able to actually have her speak in front of it. Yeah, let me show you. I actually have that right here.
All the tools, all in one place. The best human voices available, humatars to speak what you want, flip faces, create stunning images, and more, and all unlimited with AI script and prompt assistant built in. All this at over 70% off when we launch on August 12th. Get Syntheses AI Studio Max and have everything you need to take your business to the next level.
Not bad. What do you think of her? What did you think of that just now? Warren, patience on that. There's a lot of people here. Great, very nice. That voice was crazy good. Yep, we just included I just did the regular voice with her. All right, you loved it. Smooth movements. That's great. Okay, so now you've got a little taste of what the AI humans are like. But what about that third pillar that I keep, I would normally play this down because it doesn't sound like it's so incredible at first. And that is the AI images. Before I even talk about the AI images, I wanted to point out one thing, that you can face swap the AI humans. If you look very closely at below, right here, and later on in the webinar, I'm going to show you these actual videos. You'll notice that that woman has aged quite a bit on the right-hand side because we are able to change the face right on the inside. It's easy as pie to do. There's a little tab at the top if you have the bundle, which you're getting today, and that is going to allow you to merge any face with our humatars. So you could change their age, their ethnicity. You could even make them look much like you. You can blend your face into them. If they already look a little bit like you, if you pick one of the males, for instance, and you're male, and it already looks, your demographic, it will look a lot like you when you finish the face swap. That's right. So the face swap option is there so that you will be able to have innumerable numbers of humatars in terms of their look. Their clothes are limited. We can't change their clothes at this time, but their faces can change. And it could really lead to a completely different humatar, a completely different look. All right. I was rushing to get here, the AI images, because I've been so blown away. For my email yesterday that I wanted to send out, I just wrote Tom Cruise pointing straight at the camera, and look what I got on the right. And on the left, of course, you saw that I was desperate to show that woman in front of a studio, so I did that. I wrote studio background, and I was able to get several, some better than others. Some were cluttered with people, and I asked it for no humans. And I had to do it, I have to admit, like 2 runs. And they give you 4 times, it gives you 4 images each time. But I was able to get this studio background, which is an excellent one. And actually does look a lot like the very, very CNN set that is being used today. I looked up the CNN set, and then I had trouble figuring out which was the one that I downloaded from online to see what CNN looked like. And then I looked at the one that I created, and I got all confused because it was that close. And of course, Tom Cruise, what a likeness. And speaking of AI images and how much they look like the real thing now, look at this. On the upper left is our cat Sushi. You could see that cute little cat on the upper left. On the bottom right, that's an AI image with similar. You probably wouldn't have known which the AI image was and which wasn't looking at these because they look so similar in terms of quality. Now, we released our newest text to image model just last week. That's when it was implemented, and then it ran through our system so that there's additional controls and enhancements to it. And it's now the world's best text to image. And if this doesn't convince you, go get your family members. Giving you a chance. Get them in from the living room. Boom. All these were produced on the spot. I didn't have to redo any of them a second time. They were all first takes. In fact, that one right there still makes my heart skip a beat. The second one in. No, not the women. The one of the sailboat on the lake in the Adirondacks. And that's an important image, as you'll see in a few moments, because it proved something to me, and I'll go over that. But you could see, of course, several of the images here. And you could see several more that we just did today right here. Every one of these that you're looking at right now was done on the spot just before the webinar. About 120 or 90 minutes before the webinar, we just did these all first takes. So we didn't have to like play around with it. We just typed in what we wanted to see and we got it. From the soccer girl using the art styling on the lower left to the John Wayne on the upper right to Spider-Man, boom. But here's where I found out that it was really accurate. This is a little bit complicated to understand, so I'm going to really walk you through it because all it does right now is it looks like a few pictures that look the same, but they're not. I happen to have gone on a cruise this past June. On the 14th of June, I think it was the 14th, yeah. The cruise ship entered Tracy Fjord. Tracy Fjord is a channel up just to the south of Juneau, Alaska. What happened was the ship was unable to get into the area where the glacier was, so I had to actually get off and take a smaller boat. At which time, on the upper left, you see that picture on the upper left? I turned around and took a picture of the ship against the mountains in Tracy Fjord. I just wrote Tracy Fjord Disney cruise ship with small icebergs in the front, which is exactly what you see on the upper picture. And on the lower left is what came out. That same cruise ship that I was on, it knew what it looked like, and the text to image even knew what Tracy Fjord looked like, to the extent that it knew the foliage properly on the cliffs. And it knew that there was a glacier to be had in the background. Just from writing Tracy Fjord. I didn't put a glacier in there. Well, you're saying, looking at the upper left picture, there is no glacier in that shot. So why are you comparing these two? Well, that's because the ship couldn't get to the glacier, but on the right-hand side, there it is. There's the glacier. It's not the exact same shot, but it's pretty close. And you could see the glacier is right there. That's also from my iPhone on the right-hand side. So not only did it get the foliage right, did it get the mountains right, did it get the little iceberg things right, it got the glacier right, and even the clouds look the same. It's absolutely phenomenal. That's how I knew that we were dealing with something that was absolutely unheard of. This was the other way I knew. The AI knew that the tree types for the Adirondacks on the left and the Wasatch Range on the right, I wrote actually Little Cottonwood Canyon, would be completely different in the fall. I didn't tell it that. I didn't say do aspen trees on the right and do sugar maples and red maples on the left. It got the mountains right. It got the colors right. It got the trees right. And of course, it gave those lovely scenes to boot. So that's why I'm saying this is no ordinary text to image. This is smart, smart stuff. All right, gang. Are you ready for the demo on the inside to see how to put this together? Is this exciting? Are you ready? Right. I am going to bring my demo. That works. My audio may not have, but my demo works. Let me move the demo in. Let me move my slideshow out. And I'm going to hold the microphone again up to the speaker to make sure that everything works. And if at any time you do not hear this demo, just let me know because I will be checking in. Okay, let me get everything snug. Welcome to Synthesis AI Studio, the most amazing conglomeration of AI tools that you have ever seen. 3 basic pillars: AI voices, AI humans, and AI images, but there's a lot actually worked into those that serve as extras, such as our face swap feature, which I'll explain as we go along. Now, in this particular demonstration, I'm going to be showing you the basic product, but I'm also going to mention things that are included in our overall bundle product since we've got such an amazing deal going for the bundle right now. So I will be showing you some of those features as well. Let's start out in the first most obvious place, the training. That's right. I know you wanted to get right in, but I just want to show you how easy and great the training is. You just click on the training tab right here. And in fact, the support tab also, you have a lot of questions and answers in there. But let's start with the training modules. Notice you can pick AI voices, AI humans, or AI images and get training on virtually anything you want. In particular, let me just show you AI humans as an example. Let's say I wanted to learn how to make more than one slide, okay? Multiple slides with multiple humatars or those real human-based AI avatars. I would go to this right here, Synthesis AI Humans, Multiple Humatars. Humatars, by the way, is the name that we came up with. I have to say it was Luann Beckman specifically who came up with it in a meeting that we had, and it has really taken, and eventually this is probably going to be used as the term for human-based AR avatars. But anyway, back to my point. Click on this and you will learn how to put multiple humans onto a slideshow, or should I say a video with different scenes.
Welcome back. In this video, we're going to learn how to add multiple humatars to your video. Okay, so AI Humans has the option of adding slides to your video. So depending on your plan, you
Okay, so the point was I just want to show you how great the training is, how many modules there are, how many videos I should say in each module. AI voices, we have 5 videos. AI humans, we have, well, over a dozen videos, or it looks like 14. And then in AI images, we have 5. All right, now let's get to what you've all been waiting for, the actual demonstration. Let's start left to right with the AI voices. AI voices, the first thing you want to do is click Explore, and you'll immediately see the advantage of why AI voices is so much better than any other text-to-speech, and that is this. Not only do we have the best sounding text-to-speech with real humans that are these text-to-speech are derived from, but when you add the paragraphs, like you see right here, my cursor down below, like that, you're basically creating a dialogue between them. How does a dialogue sound? Well, let's take just a little bit for one moment, and I'll give you an example. Watch.
And I'm John, still climbing that corporate ladder.
Remember our college dreams of financial freedom, John?
I haven't forgotten, Roger. Still dreaming.
I found a way to turn dreams into reality, John. Ever heard of Synthesis AI Studio?
No, Roger, I haven't. Please tell me more.
It's a powerful platform for generating ultra-lifelike voiceovers using artificial intelligence. Maria, what do you think?
Oh, yes, Roger. It's amazing. It uses advanced AI technology to create.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you that example to give you an idea of what I'm doing here. So this was in post-production, some music was put on, but all we did in order to get them to speak with each other like that is just create those different paragraphs like that. Then from there, what you do is you use the drop-down box. Now it defaults to Ian. If you just want Ian, who is actually one of our very best ultra lifelike speakers, to speak, you could leave Ian up and just type something under Ian's name. But if we want to choose another one of our great, they're not humitars, they're speakers, real human speakers, what we do is we add actor like that. We click the plus sign. Then we go to voice type and we could pick premium, which are dynamite, and you could change their emotions, or you can pick even better the ultra lifelike. And then you go to gender. In this case, let's do male, and we will pick somebody else. I am going to pick someone named Landon. He's here somewhere. He's one of my favorites because he is just so human. It's so obvious when you hear him. Let me see. Here he is right here. Here's Landon. So I click on Landon, and then I press add like that. And now from the drop-down box, instead of Ian, Landon's going to be there, okay? And there'll be other choices there as well. If I pick more, and I could switch off between them. So in fact, let me show you that. On the next paragraph, what I could do is I could add another actor like this. In this case, the voice type, why don't I go with the premium voice, and I'll pick a female. And is Jenny in here? Aria is very good. Even though this is an AI-derived voice, not real human-based, it's still an excellent voice. And I will add that. Now the drop-down box gives me a choice of Landon and Aria, okay? And once again, Landon and Aria, so I can have them converse with each other back and forth. So let's put Aria there. Okay, now for Landon, we want him to say something, anything. How are you today, Aria? I hear the weather in your neck of the woods has been raining. Okay, so Aria is going to answer, I am very depressed because I was going to go swimming today. Now it looks like I will read a good book.
How are you today, Aria? I hear the weather in your neck of the woods has been raining.
I am very depressed because I was going to go swimming today. Now it looks like I will read a good book.
Okay, so there you can see Landon had all that personality, and Aria, being a premium voice, didn't sound quite up to par with Landon. So if I want to change the voice to an ultra lifelike voice, what I could do is I could actually add another actor instead of Aria, and we can maintain the same script. So let's now change it to ultra lifelike, and let's keep the gender female. And this time, let's pick one of my favorite ultra lifelike ones. There's so many good ones, I never know which I should pick. Let's do Natalie and see how she sounds. We'll add her in there. And if we put the cursor just before, let's pick Natalie. And if we put the cursor just before where she speaks, then that should be what is going to generate here. And we could kind of figure out how she's going to sound.
How are you today, Natalie? I hear the weather in your neck of the woods has been raining.
I am very depressed because I was going to go swimming today. Now it looks like I will read a good book.
Yeah, she sounded kind of depressed, made me depressed about the rain. Anyway, you can see what's going on here. We have Landon with his incredible personality, a little over the top personality. And then we have Natalie, who's a little more monotone and depressed today because of the weather. Now, let's say you do like that. You don't want to keep experimenting with different voices. Then what you do is you save the project like this. Now the project is saved. You go back to your original dashboard here and you click on My Studio. That's one way to get into your projects. Okay, so here we are inside My Studio, and Project 72 is the one that we just rendered. It is here. You don't download it in this case right from here. You actually download it on the bottom right. So I just clicked on it. It brought us back to the editor. We can make changes if we want at this time. We can actually change a word or a punctuation if we wanted to re-render it and see if we could get a little bit of a different sound from it. And then once everything sounds exactly like you want, then you just click on download right here. And then it gives you, of course, the ability to download it. You give the file a name, etc., etc. By the way, one last thing that I promised I'd show you is that the support is right above that training tab. And when you have any problems at all and you don't find it in the training, you click on support. And the first thing you could do is you can actually put a search term in here, such as rendering a video. And then you have the ability to then, of course, click and get the information that you're looking for. A very good support system is built right in. All right, now let's move to the next pillar. Of course, that's the AI humans. Here we are inside AI humans. That's, of course, the second tab, the second pillar. And you just click on Explore, and from there you pick a template. Just for the heck of it, let's go with a medical template. We'll add that right now. And then you're going to need to have William here. That's, I know his name from our previous products. We're going to need to have him actually say something. So you could either upload your own voice if you have the bundle, or you can go to the text script right here and you can actually choose to change to a different voice actor. So I'm going to look for an ultra lifelike voice actor. Go with a male gender, obviously. Let's scroll down and see what some of my favorites were. Daniel seems to be one of my previous favorites. Let's play him and see what he sounds like.
If you asked people what was special about Einstein, most would say that he was really smart.
I'm looking, Brian, I know is a good one.
Welcome to my new channel.
Yeah, let's pick Brian. I'm going to add Brian in there. And notice they're slightly different. The names are a little bit different than from before when we were in the actual AI voice. Those names are actually a little bit different. There's a different collection. Okay, so we're on with Brian. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take out the sentence that is in there, which is just a demo. And we're going to write something for William to say. At least he was William. I wonder if he's still William. Anyway, I'm getting off subject. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to perhaps pick the chat assistant right here in the lower right. That's available if you have the bundle. And it says, hi there, I'm Synthesis AI writer. I am here to help you. And we want William to speak about the benefits of vitamin D. And then GPT-4 is going to help us write what William is going to say. Vitamin D is essential for bone strength, immune function, disease prevention, mood regulation, weight management, overall health. All right, so let's copy that. I'm just doing an edit copy, and I'm placing it below Brian's name, because Brian is the one that will be reading for us. And then I'm going to turn off AI Writer. And now let's play that and listen to it.
Vitamin D is essential for bone strength, immune function, disease prevention, mood regulation, weight management, and overall health.
Okay, now if I don't like the way Brian said that, I can pick someone else, or I could actually change the punctuation a little bit or change a word or two and actually re-render it and see if he says it slightly differently, because it does vary a little bit each time. So that's what Brian said for William. Now, in order to change the template, really easy, you just click on what you want to change. In this case, we could change it to a 413 405 9684. And there you have it. There's our first slide. Now we can actually, and again, once this is rendered, William here will be speaking exactly what we wrote, all right, in Brian's voice. Now what we could do is we could actually go and make another one. Oh, by the way, we could change the speed and the pitch if we wanted of the voice, or we could add a pause. Speed, pitch, and we could also do different languages. We could do that with AI voice, and we could do that with AI humans, of course. We could do different languages. Okay, now that we made our changes, what we want to do is we want to go to the next slide. Okay, so we're going to save this. Project is now created. And to create another slide, we just click the plus button under the original one that's on the right-hand side. At this time, we could now have a completely different scene. Being that we're starting on a blank canvas, what we can do is choose on the left-hand side from images for the backgrounds, as an example. Now, if we want to get really fancy here, we could pick a green screen background. This is standard green screen color. We could go back to the humitars right here and pick a new one. This time, let's see, there was one that was catching my attention. We want another medical one. So here we have another medical one. Here's another medical one. Do we have any more? We have one right here. Okay. Now I want to point out that this is my favorite part of all, and that is putting it in front of green screen. I'm known as the green screen guy because I've been doing green screen since I was on television doing weather since, believe it or not, 1980. So we can make him larger on the green screen because these are high definition images, especially if you have the bundle, you get the best definition. And from there, we could add some text perhaps. So we'll click upload voice. We're going to upload from my desktop. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is my specialty, so get vitamin D from me today. Okay, and now this person is going to read my script, and his lips will sync to what I just said once this is rendered. We can now, of course, create the video, but why don't we save the project first? It's going to ask us to do that anyway. And now we obviously have two slides. We could still play with them. The first one is Springfield Medical Center, and William here says your health is our top priority. We want to make that fit better. So we did a little tweaking, and now William looks good. And now we're going to save that, make sure that this sticks. Yep, everything's stuck. Now we're going to go to the next one. Vitamin D is my specialty. Now I could put this chap in front of a background. Now you can upload backgrounds as well. Or you can upload a video. All right. And you can upload, of course, something that you have created with our image section, which we'll be getting to next. It does say 50 megabytes max. So I know that I have some great images, of course, or an outdoor background. Let's do a studio background. It looks like he's speaking from the studio. Now the studio background shows up in our images. We click on that, and it looks great. The only problem is vitamin D is my specialty is the wrong color. So we need to highlight it, change the color. In this case, we need to change it to white or something like that. And now it's looking much better. And the generation has begun. While we're waiting for that to generate, let's go back to our home and now go to AI images. And let's explore that. That is my favorite because it takes so little to get the images to generate. Basically, you just have to write something that you want to visualize. You could also have the AI chat assistant help you on the bottom right. but it's so easy to get good prompts. All you really have to do is just go in there and start typing something. Now, I like to start with 512p resolution, not 1024p. And the reason is because the images generate faster, all right? And it doesn't bog down the system as much. But you could pick from square, horizontal, or vertical. Now, I rarely pick vertical, so I'm going to pick vertical right now and see how it comes out. I rarely pick that. You could then pick an artist if you want. I don't. I generally just type what I want and it enables automatically, usually photorealistic images with this latest fantastic image model that we're using. You could try the illustrations and then it will give you different kinds, like comic book art could be something that you might be looking for. Art style as well, pop art versus street art, Baroque, etc. But as I said, I tend not to pick those. You can also click on Enable Photorealistic Model, although we are just now changing this to work with our latest model, the latest text to image model that we've just implemented. But I'm getting very photorealistic things out right away without having to even click on that. You want to see an example? All right, let's pick somebody that most of us would know. Taylor Swift wearing a red blouse, dining out in a restaurant, an Italian restaurant in New York City. We will visualize that and see what it comes up with. And it should give us 4 vertical images. All right, obviously they range in quality. The third one is really good. So I'm going to download it and I am going to save it. Or I could also create variations of the same one. If you do that, create variations, when you click on it, what happens is it's similar to clicking this over here, where you can upload an image for it to be based off of. So it would create similar ones to the one that you see here if you do that and then visualize again. But for the time being, let's just click on this. Let's save it to assets. And of course, as I said, let's download it. I think I did already, but just in case, I'll click download again. On the left-hand side are other recent images that I worked on recently and that others that are in our account have worked on. This one, for instance, cowboy riding on the moon. That was kind of cool. And then here are some of those cat ones that I did of the cat that was gray, trying to get one that looked like sushi. All right, let's go back and see if our other rendition is ready. That is our AI humans. And it says it's done. So let's actually go to the upper right. Download open is the choices. Let's open it and see if it needs any editing.
Vitamin D is essential for bone strength, immune function, disease prevention, mood regulation, weight management, and overall health.
Vitamin D is my specialty, so get vitamin D from me today. Let's finish off by going back to AI images and actually showing you an image that I have not showed you yet that I was helped with the chat assistant. That's right. Let's go to my studio. Let's click on the upper right here and pick AI images. Let's scroll down to the bottom left, and what do I have? I have a beautiful image right here, and that was actually produced earlier. Let me actually look at that one. I just downloaded it, and I'm going to click on it and make it larger, and I'm going to bring it onto the screen. This was a really interesting rendition from AI images. It was with the help. It was completely with the help of that chat assistant, which gave a lot of detail on how it should really evoke a certain feeling of tranquility and just bliss, basically, as the jogger jogged on a fall day. Notice it worked a beautiful, not only foliage in the background, but a beautiful way to, have the depth of field shown. The further back you go, the more out of focus it is. Really, really nice rendition there because of the chat assistant's help. All right, with that, let's finish this demonstration, this quick and dirty, this Cliff Notes demonstration, and get back to the webinar. All right. That is fantastic. I want to know your opinion on it, though. Never mind me. I mean, I'm impressed by this stuff, but I'd like to know your impression of what we've got on the inside there. Speechless. Speechless, says Delphine. She is not saying that she's the same person that is one of our top beta testers. Badass, says Charles. Love it, says James. Very impressive, says it went so fast. Eric, I loved it. Awesome, says Alexis. And that was crazy or what? And this is also another Taylor Swift image. I want to make sure that you could see that we're back on the right screen. So I'm going to put my microphone down. Right now, you should be looking at an image of Taylor Swift with her hands to her face. Is that what you're seeing? Please let me know. And we are going to be having prizes in a few moments. We are going to be suggesting how you can get in, of course, to get all this. And if you already have a synthesis product, we're going to tell you how you could get an even further discount. Everybody's going to get a coupon today just for being on the webinar, by the way. Everybody. Yes, you said yes. That's what you're seeing right now. Well, I think I have a treat for you here. While that was playing, which I just recorded just minutes before the webinar itself, I was able to get Luann to send me that link to that audio. So this is the full demonstration of the text-to-speech that blew me away that she put together. And it's coming up right now. I'm going to play it for you. Luann, I still can't open it. Why is it not playing? That's the second time. Well, a third time's a charm. We're gonna try again. Well, I can't wait to play it for you. I have it here. I know I have it in other formats too, but I'll do that when I have a little more time later. Isn't that funny? It says open with video player, login and authorize. It's too complicated. Okay. Next, what we're going to look at is in the next 24 hours, basically instructions on how to put multiple humitars onto one scene all at once. That's right. It's amazing info from our beta testers, and we're going to be showing you that. That is coming up in, of course, later in the webinar, we'll be dealing with that a little bit more. But right now, what I want to show you is what that actually looks like. From our beta testers, they have produced the way to put more than one humitar into one scene at one time. And it looks like this.
Check out Joe's Burgers. You'll love it. You gotta try their breads. They're the best in town.
I think that Joe's Burgers have the best burgers around.
I've been to Joe's Burgers and I love the place, especially the tacos.
Was that cool, seeing all four at one time on there? Well, normally when you're on the inside, what you do is you do one video scene, which I was calling a slide during the demo, which is not really accurate because it moves. And then you do another video scene, and then you do another video scene. And on each scene, you have a different humitar. In this case, what Dave did and the other beta testers is they were able to actually use the backgrounds so that they were able to get these kind of all on there at once. I don't know exactly how he did it. I know at one point he was just copying and pasting the humitars from one onto another. So he did it two different ways, but he gave very clear instructions on how to do it in 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes. And we are sending that to you just for being on the webinar today. That is one of the bonuses that we will actually be giving you today. So I just wanted to let you know about that. Okay. We have today something that we call the Max Bundle. So everything you saw on the inside and more, basically. And we'll be going over these again later. I just want to tell you right now that we are going to be offering all this stuff to you, including the crazy number of ultra realistic additional voices, 100 total. So the ultra realistic voices are similar to what we call the premium voices, but they're based on real human beings. Like, for instance, even though my voice isn't available in there, I sat in front of a microphone and I was able to duplicate my own voice. It's basically deep fake, right? You're taking a real human being and you're actually changing their voice so that, or capturing their voice. If you're on TikTok, for instance, you know that the girl Cat, that's the girl you always hear as the narrator on TikTok videos. Her name is actually Cat in real life. And she did the same thing. She sat in front of a microphone for a long time. They were able to capture her voice. And she has some TikTok videos showing how she did that and how she was able to get her voice captured and recreated for TikTok. So you get a crazy number of additional voices. You also get a huge number of additional humitars, the actual humitars themselves. So you get 76 total. There's a lot of new ones in there and a lot that we're adding in the next few weeks. I saw one of the latest ones. It's very, very good. GPT-4 Prompt Assistant for better scripts and images. GPT-4 Prompt Assistant means on the bottom right, you could click it and it will tell you or help you to write your script for the text to speech or for the humitars, or even to help you with the prompts to produce the images. Now, I will tell you, I ran into a very interesting fluke when I did it. I asked it to help me to produce the image, and rather than wait, it produced images for me in the chat assistant itself from another model that we have, another text to image model, which wasn't as good as our incredible model, which I showed you. So I had to be very clear with it that I wanted just the text prompt. I didn't want the image, which was pretty funny. Then, of course, this Max bundle is going to include the face swap feature, which gives you virtually limitless humitars because you can change their faces to any age or ethnicity, including to look like yourself to some degree. It's not an exact match, but it can be close depending on if you look like one of the humitars already. You could upload your own voiceovers with the Max bundle. So you heard in that example that I did in the demo how I was the second slide, the one in front of green screen. I was the voice for that guy. You could do that. Also, full HD, 1080p videos and 1020p on the images. 1080p videos. That's right. Full HD, and that makes it so that you can enlarge the humitars way out. You know, you can make a full screen. Our old product, you couldn't do that. You had to have them in a circle. You could still do the circle, but you had to do a circle or you had to do a corner. You couldn't make them large and put them anywhere. And since you can't put them in front of green, you could do it as a green screen. And you could, of course, import it into any video editor, you know, video editor like Filmora or DaVinci Resolve or Adobe, you know, any of the video editors out there, you can actually import these into and work with your humitars as spokesperson, so to speak. And unlimited everything is on the Max bundle. Now, if you were to purchase this individually, the front end product, as it's called, and I'll show you a breakdown of all that real briefly, the basic product, and then the upgrades. The upgrade for unlimited actually costs $497 per year, believe it or not. And yet you're going to be getting this whole thing at a fraction of that, believe it or not. If you get the whole thing, if you go individually, you'd have to pay that $497. So it's really crazy how we've priced this just for this webinar to be very, very low. And there's lots more. There's more emotions, ways that you get more emotions put into the voices. There's more image manipulation tools, such as the ability to actually erase an object, as an example, or erase a background from an image. There's a whole bunch more stuff that I'm not going to get into right now because I just want to get to where you want to get, and that's to getting this software into your hands. Want to see a few more examples? Yes, you do. Fantastic. Well, earlier we looked at this. This was a still image that I had or an animated GIF, and now we can actually listen to it if I put the mic to the speaker. Let's do that. I just put this together real quickly yesterday so that I had something to put in my emails.
Join us for the Synthesis AI Studio webinar on Friday, the 11th of August at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with a follow-up live webinar the following morning on the 12th of August at 10 a.m.
Okay, there's one for you. And I have another one for you too. This is actually going to show off that face swap feature. Now, don't worry, I'm going to make these bigger. So what we've got here is a woman that we've picked to stand in front of a news set. And then what we did is we changed her face. So let's take a look at her first on her own.
On in our news department. John, hello, we seem to have something going on in our news department. John, could you tell us what's going on?
Okay, now watch her face really closely when I do this second one, how we're able to do the face swap feature. And that's just a little tab at the top, by the way, of AI Humans. Just a little tab. You click it, and then it allows you to just import another image to put in. Notice how we've aged her quite a bit here.
Hello, we seem to have something going on in our news department. John, could you tell us what's going on?
You know, before we get to uses of how you would actually use this, and I'll let you actually come up with some uses for it too. One use that came to my mind, and you need the right kind of voice for it, is, you know, those videos that you have on YouTube where you have like meditation going on and that kind of thing. Watch this.
Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Allow your body to settle into a comfortable position, letting go of any tension or stress. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable for you. Now, imagine yourself standing on the edge of a beautiful meadow.
And I think I needed that. You know what I mean? There's a few more examples for you. See, he's got me doing my voice like that. There's a few more examples for you. How do you do something with all this stuff? I mean, this is cool AI, but what do you do with it? What I want you to do is start putting what you think one would do with this in the question answer box. I'm going to give you a few ideas that came to my mind. To me, the most obvious is a video spokesperson, right? That you can actually put on a sales page or any kind of page, or the page of, let's say, a local business. You can help them out. The voiceovers is obvious that you could use these for your own voiceovers. In fact, I've already begun to be replaced by this product by folks who have gotten early hold of the voices part of it and have actually used those voices instead of mine on their sales pages. Podcast is now possible. You heard that interaction during the demo, and I'm still trying to get that full audio so I could show you the full interaction there. But you heard a good chunk of it during the demo. And that's something that you can actually run with this. Now, podcasts can be very profitable depending on the niche you pick, but you don't actually have to have yourself speaking. Stock media is, to me, what is now really possible. Not only can you sell some of these images, but for me, it's the use of the images. I can't tell you how many times in the last few days I needed an image like the Taylor Swift image with her hands to her face going, wow. That's an important image. I know so many of my joint venture partners and my business colleagues out there who, whenever they release any kind of product, you know, go out and try to get images just like that, with somebody pointing or somebody looking shocked or surprised or happy. And you can do that immediately. I mean, I just did that just now immediately for this webinar. And I did that Tom Cruise yesterday because I wanted it in an email of him pointing. It's just phenomenal what you could do in terms of stock media. You also saw in terms of the imagery, the backdrops that you can produce now by choosing any place in the world. I mean, who here would even know Tracy Fjord? I bet you not many people at all even knew that that existed. And yet the AI knew that exact fjord, that exact one, and was able to recreate it so closely. I mean, that was incredible. Also to offer to clients, as I mentioned, especially for local clients or clients that you're producing videos for, anything that you're actually working on. You will help quite a bit. And you could sell these things on Fiverr, especially the voiceovers, because they're better than some of the Fiverr people there doing voiceovers now. You can actually go in there and listen to the ones that charge a little bit less, $5 or $10 for each voiceover, and you will see that they're not as good as some of the voiceovers that we have here, text to speech. There are still some people that are as good. Now, I gotta say, even though you hear me all over the place with this presentation, my voice is up and down, and I'm all excited, and I sound impressive. But on the other hand, one of the voices that I haven't played for you yet, that I'm still trying to get from Luann, is actually a better voice than mine. That's like a little freaky. In fact, another one that's on that same audio clip that you heard in the demo is theoretically better than mine. And then we have whatever else you can imagine. So what did you say in the question answer box? Let me see, and I'll read some of yours. Sean says training course for education purposes. And Marty says he dated Tracy Fjord. No, I don't think you did. Comic book strips, says Paul Ingles. And yes, there's now even a comic book one that you can pick right off of there. And Alejandro, we will explain again what's included in the upgrade. In fact, we're going to do it in a way that is so cluttered with information that I'm probably going to skip it real quick and go to my slide that I showed you before. All right, what other suggestions do you have here? You have a lot. You have narrations from James. We have stories. We have reading books. We have audiobooks, courses for all types. We have online courses. We have personal birthday messages, chat box if you are in the tech space. We have event and show drops, blog posts, affiliates, e-commerce, news, online magazines, YouTube, social media. The list goes on on how you could use this. And to me, it's the saving of the money that's more even compelling than the making of the money, because I know that I, of course, subscribe to stock image sites and I've stopped. So what are you going to be getting today? You guys are all curious about that. By the way, if you have any of the other synthesis, any one of those three things, if you have Human Synthesis Studio, which is the same as AI Humans, if you have Synthesis Visual, or if you have let's see, there's the visual and the voice. If you have the synthesis voice, if you have any of those right now already, I want you to get ready, because you're going to end up needing to contact us in that question answer box to get an additional discount. So I want you to start getting ready. We're not up to that quite yet, but we're getting close. So here's the story. The AI Voices tool, of course, is included in the basic product, but we're not really going to be selling the basic product today. And the AI Humans tool is also included, and the AI Images tool, those three basic products. But of course, everything that's included in that Kickstart, the basic product, is everything you see on that chart right here. All right, right in front of you. But we've upped the game, of course, because there's upgrades that folks tomorrow, when this is released, are going to be able to purchase. One of the upgrades is the Creator Suite, and that's where you get additional, you get upgraded voices. Let me get my cheat sheet out here so I could be even more clear about this. So you get additional voices, and you get the AI Humans, you get additional humans, AI Images are upgraded as well. And, you get all this extra stuff with upgrade number 1. Then there's upgrade number 3. I don't know how I skipped from 1 to 3, but the big news here is that upgrade number 3, called the Apex, includes unlimited use. All right, and that's the one that costs $497 per year. All right, so all these things add up to $1,200, believe it or not. $1,200. But with the Max bundle, you're getting everything. Now, remember I said I'm going to show you a chart and it's going to freak you out? You get so much, including bonuses, 7 exclusive bonuses to the bundle, that I can't even have you sit here and read this whole chart. It'll take too long. So instead, let's take a look again at my chart instead of the ones that my graphics people and my partners put together. I love them, but there's too much here. You're just getting too much. Look at this is the basic product. This is the first upgrade. This is the second. I mean, and the third. And this is the whole bundle. Is just too much stuff. So let's just be clear. You get a crazy number of ultra realistic additional voices, 100 total. That's the ultra realistic ones. And then on top of that, you get the 370 or some crazy amount of premium voices. All right. That's just the voices. You get a huge number of additional humitars, 6 dozen more, 76, a little over 6 dozen. You get the GPT-4 prompt assistant for better scripts and images. You get that face swap feature that I showed you. You get to upload your own voiceovers so that they will mouth what you say. You get the full HD 1080p videos, and you could use this as much as you want. Now, we have set a certain crazy limit that we figured if you went over, you were purposely abusing the system. I could go over those numbers with you, but it'll just bore you. So if you really want to know what the crazy limit is, it's a rough thing. It's not like, as soon as you hit it, we immediately bonk you on the head and throw you out. It's not like that. But if you did hit that limit, then we knew that you were abusing the system. But other than that, it's really unlimited. All right. So if you were to price this against anything else that's on the market, which usually just has one of these 3 pillars, then you would see that they don't have unlimited. They don't have anything like this. All right. So that's why that unlimited thing needs to be emphasized. And there's lots more things as well, like we have additional ways to control the emotions for the voices, to manipulate the images, such as removing objects from the images. We actually have a lot more too that I'm just not going to get into. It's just going to confuse you. You'll sit here scratching your head all night. So let's just get to the good stuff. Some of the bonuses you're going to get. The Max Bundle bonuses include short tracks. That's what we use to actually make links so that it forwards to another place, and we're able to do all the calculations of how many people click the link, and then it redirects to another link. I mean, it's absolutely great. Short tracks is a lifesaver. It's a domain link shortener, and you could put a custom name to each link. Like when many of you are here because I sent you here, and then many of you are here because a partner of ours sent you here. In most cases, it was sent through a link shortener, including in my case, it was toddsuggests.com / and then it was something like SAS, right? And it's that simple. That made it custom, just putting SAS. Very, very easy. Then we're also giving you as a bonus high-paying clients acquisition sheet, over 150 free online marketing tools, and much, much more. All the things are listed right here, right in front of you, including a Facebook ads video training course. That's an additional $1,200 value in terms of bonuses. Now, I want to point out that what I'm about to release right now in front of you is a special sale at crazy savings. This is not what it's going to be when this is actually coming out tomorrow. The price is really low. The sooner you purchase your copy, the lower the price will be today. So that's why I'm getting you ready to contact us to get a special coupon if you already have any of the Synthesis products, because I'm going to need you to move fast on this, because the price is going to go up for every 30 sales. It goes up $3. I think it's 33 sales. Every 33 sales, it goes up $3. And there's a reason we're doing that. The more customers we have, the more expensive this system is to run. That's one of the primary reasons that we're doing this. So it's really important you understand that. that this is I guess you could call it a dime sale, but just think of it as the more people that are in there, the more expensive it is to run. So that's why today and even tomorrow, even if you come back tomorrow on the webinar, and we've never done this, it's going to be more expensive on tomorrow's webinar, which sounds unfair to those that live in places that couldn't make this one, but we just can't help it. It's going to go up with every 33 sales by $3. It is a yearly cost. It is an annual cost. I will tell you that right now, but you could cancel after the first year easily if we don't keep up with the technology. Now, we kept up. We're at the top of our game right now. We kept up, beyond everyone else. The latest text to image that it's slightly by coincidence. We just happen to be launching right now when we are above everybody else in terms of our text to image, as an example. But part of it is by design. Oliver is really, pardon my French, hell bent on getting the best humitars out there with the best lip sync. He's working on it hard, and we're getting to the top of that game too. And of course, in terms of the text to speech, he was ahead of the game. That was the very first product we released, and we're ahead of that. We have the best text to speech right now on earth. So we've stayed at the top. And if we're not staying at the top next year, because we've been doing this for years now, but if we're not, then you could always cancel. So think about that. Now, here's where you need to take some action before I release the link. This is a little tricky. And the reason I'm doing this, for those of you that aren't aware, a lot of people here already own one or two of the Synthesis products. They either have Human Synthesis Studio already, or they have Synthesis Visual already, or they have the Synthesis Voice already, the text to speech. Now that each one of those corresponds to one of those things that we've looked at today, one of the 3 pillars. If you have one or two of those, you need to now write into the question answer box, help, I have one or two of those, coupon please. Okay, right? Help, I have one, actually tell us which, one or two, and then we need your name and we need to know which. We are quickly going to run it through the computer and give you back a coupon. While that is going on, I'll start with the contest stuff. I'll just sit back here. I'm not releasing the link yet. You're going to have to stay on the edge of your seat because I don't want to be unfair to anyone. If everybody was writing in the question answer box and we gave the link out while you were busy getting your answer, then you would miss on the lowest price. So right now, go ahead in the question answer box and I want you to write help. Ask for help right now. I have, and then write your name, write what you have, ask for the coupon. And I will be releasing that link in just a moment. Meanwhile, for those that have stayed on so patiently for this past hour and 20 minutes, I am going to start telling you a little bit about the contest. I'm going to be handing out $50, $50 to people just for getting the questions right. Now I'm going to actually give you an advance heads up on the questions. And then you could think about it. And then right after we release the link, I'm going to come back. I'm going to ask the question again. And at that time, I'm going to pick randomly from your answers. And from the random pick, we're going to give $50 to you through your PayPal account. Okay? Through your PayPal account. One question from earlier on in the webinar has to do with me. People always say I always talk about myself. It's just because it's something that I mentioned early in the webinar. I mentioned that I was in television since a certain year. I'm going to be asking you that year. Don't answer now. I'm going to be asking you that year. And that's one question I'm going to ask. The other question I'm going to ask you later is, what is the name of the place where the Disney cruise ship was that was so accurately depicted, both by myself because I was right next to it and I took a shot of it, and also by the AI who figured out exactly what I was after. It's going to be the exact place that the Disney cruise ship was. The third thing does not have to do with me, thank goodness. And that is one person on this very webinar, for those of you who are here at the beginning, know that that person is in the middle of winter right now, almost dead in the middle. And I want to know what place that person is from. So don't answer those questions right now. I'm going to ask you all three questions later, and I'm going to pick randomly. I'm going to pick randomly for $50. I'm going to send $50 via PayPal to those, and you'll have to remember to send us an email. So I will remind you later where to send the email, because the email is going to have your name, it's going to have your PayPal, and of course the question that you answered correctly. How am I doing? Am I clear on what's coming up? Okay, a lot of you are right now, I see writing, and about a third of you have gotten your coupon. All right, there's a lot still that have not got the coupon yet. I know this takes some patience, and a lot of you are just dying to get in. But before I release that link, I want to make sure that everybody does get that coupon. So rather than jump in while you're doing that, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to actually go back to my demo. I'm going to go right inside the software, and I'm going to show you something else, where to find the face swap link, because I think that will be very, very useful. So I'm going to actually get out my Synthesis AI Studio, and I think it's right here. Okay, I'm going to find it. I'm going to move it in, and I'm going to show you something I neglected to show during the demo, and that is where to get that face swap link if I can find it. So remember, we're releasing the link in just moments. Right now, what you are doing is you are telling us right now if you need some help, if you need the coupon, because you have one or two of those products that we mentioned already. Let me show you which products. If you already have the equivalent of AI Voices, which was Synthesis Voice, if you already have AI Humans, which was Human Synthesis Studio, or if you already have Synthesis Visual, which was now AI Images, if you had one or two of these, or three, we need to know. We need to know if you have one or two of these. All right. So let us know which ones of those you had. Okay, let's go back to AI Humans. Let's actually create something, and then I'll release that link right after that. By then, everybody should have their coupons. So let's start with an Explore. Let's pick a template. Let's pick Jenny. And there we go. Very good. Now, notice when I clicked on Jenny just now, it gave me an option up here. It shows a face swap. It shows view mode. It shows layers. It shows delete. It's face swap that I want to highlight here. Let's make Jenny bigger. If I do face swap, I click on that, and then I have the ability to change to these faces. These are just really thrown in there just to give you an idea of what you could do. The real way to do it is to upload. So you click upload, you upload a face with a rough profile of this. So in other words, just the head, like that. This gives you an idea of what you should be doing, what the not the profile, the face straight on shot should be. And then you upload a photo of yourself, or of course of somebody else that you want to change the face to, and then it does its magic from there. Okay, I'm just checking. Yep, the coupons are getting out there. Wonderful. All right. Is everybody ready for me to release that link so you could get in on this at just incredible savings? Tell me if you're ready. I see a couple of people still waiting for the coupons. They're saying help. Marcus says help. No, no. Oh my goodness. Okay. We'll wait just another minute. Oh yes, we have Marianne is ready. Nick is ready. Arnold is ready. Brian is ready. Jimmy is ready. Stephen is ready. Darren is ready. All right. All right. I'm going to release that link now. I'm sure the rest that haven't got the coupon yet, the very few that are left, don't worry. I'm sure you'll be able to get in here real quick. As right now, I see that our staff is working very hard on getting those coupons out. So here we go. Drum roll. 3. Now remember, when I get to 1 and I hit the link, you want to get in here real quick because the price goes up $3 for every 33. So those of you that don't have the coupon yet, don't worry. I'm sure you'll get in the second slot of 33, and then you can always write to us and ask for your $3 back at yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com. I'll put that in the chat. All right. I'm putting in the chat now. I'm anticipating you're being mad. You're a green screen guy at gmail.com. That's my email. Okay. That's not in the question and answer. That's in the chat. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Starting at $257 a year, but you get a coupon even if you're not getting one of those coupons right now. You get one that's worth less. It's $10 off. If you already have one of the Synthesis brand products, you get even more than that. But all of you get an extra $10 off. Again, it's $257 a year, which is 1/5, actually even less, of what you could get at any other place, anything like this. It's $1,000 plus everywhere else you could get anything that resembles this at all. $257 a year, and you could cancel at any time. So it's really just $257, and the price will increase $3 with every 30 copies. Here's the link: toddsuggests.com/SAS Webmax. That's toddsuggests.com SAS Webmax. Fly in there and get these before the price goes up for that first 33. Now, I have to say that this link, the Todd Suggests link, was created with short tracks, and that's one of your bonuses just for getting in today. That is one of your bonuses. toddsuggests.com/SAS Webmax. This special webinar deal is for this webinar, which began at 8 o'clock Eastern time on Friday night only. It is not for the webinar tomorrow. Tomorrow, the price will be higher. Again, they will be getting a $10 off coupon on that webinar, and then there will be no coupon at 11 o'clock tomorrow when this goes live. This $10 coupon is really handy, all right, because it's bringing your cost down to $247 per year. But the price will be going up $3 for every 33 sales, both tonight and tomorrow during the webinar and after this launches. And it's for the simple reason that the more customers we have, the more expenses we have. So that's why we're having to do that. Once again, price goes up 33. Well, for every 33, it goes up $3. Now, there's more to tell you here. That is, the contest and cash prize will be given out in just a moment. So don't forget, we're going to be doing the contest and cash prize. Now, the bonus in the next 24 hours, you will receive an email including your gift just for attending this webinar as well. There will be specials that we are going to be giving you just for attending the webinar. So don't feel that if you don't get anything that you're not getting anything, because you are, just for attending. Plus, in just a moment, we're going to be doing that $50 contest. The other bonus I wanted to remind you of is in the next 24 hours, you will also receive instructions on how to put multiple humitars onto one scene all at once, thanks to our beta testers. And that is a bonus that you will be getting as well. We'll be doing questions and answers at the end of this webinar too. But right now, let's go back to the important slide, which is this: toddsuggests.com/SAS Webmax. And tell me if you've purchased. I'd like to know in the question answer box. I am curious. I don't want to clutter up that box too much because we have so many folks still waiting for their coupon. A couple of people are waiting for their coupon. The coupon is not sent by email. It's sent right now. You have to say help right now in the question answer box and then follow that by your name and what synthesis products you actually have. You actually have to name the products. We have a computer that instantly checks. Okay, so keep that in mind. And by the coupon is for a discount. So there's several coupons. I just want to clarify. SYNMAX, SynMax on the lower left-hand side of your screen. Right here, I'll highlight. Ta-da! That coupon is for $10 off, and you don't use that if you already have a synthesis product. You use the coupon that we're giving you in the question answer box. Why are we giving you that coupon? Because if you already have a synthesis product, then you already have access to a third of this product already. So it's not fair to charge you the full amount. What do I mean by that? Yeah, that means I have to clarify that. So, you know how I showed you the 3 pillars? Those of you, one of the things that you get with this is upgrades. We upgrade you. So you'll be upgraded in the future to a reasonable degree. So last year, for instance, those that purchased Human Synthesis Studio, actually it was 2 years ago now, you purchased Human Synthesis Studio. Well, we automatically upgraded you on our new system. You're in our new system. You're already there. You already have access to this. And if you're having any trouble figuring out how to get into the new system, then just write to your support through the old system. And we'll tell you how to get in on the new system. So it's unfair to charge those that already have this, 1/3 of it, the full amount. So that's the deal. That's why we're doing that. We wanted to be fair. And I know it gets a little confusing, but we wanted to be fair. And that's the kind of treatment that you can expect when you purchase today and the future from us as well. It's toddsuggests.com/SAS Webmax, SAS Webmax. Let me know if you're in. Warren, yay. No, Fred, there's no PayPal. I regret to inform you that PayPal loves to close down people's accounts and is such a mess that we're doing credit card, like the other companies are. This is a real serious big product, and it's not this little PayPal, I don't want to say Warrior Plus product. I pretend I never said that. This is a really major product, and we cannot do PayPal. However, I see a lot of you are in despite the no PayPal. And we can't even have you come to us privately and ask to do it by PayPal because it's such a mess. And it's really PayPal's fault. And I do apologize, but they've put everybody in a very bad position, because what happens is when a certain number of sales comes through, they immediately could shut down the payment gateway, which could affect you. And we can't have us or you or our partners, our joint venture partners who sent you here today, many of them, suffer because of that. George, if you have that, you need to write help and then ask for the coupon if you have Human Synthesis Studio. Again, I want to be clear. Anybody that has any of those 3 pillars, the 3 pillars being, I will show you. AI voices, AI humans, or AI images already, which is the same as saying synthesis voice, Human Synthesis Studio, or synthesis visual. If you have one of those 3 things already, then we need to know so that we can get you a coupon. All right? Let me know if I'm not being clear on that. And I'm going to get to that contest in just a moment. I'm also going to go over on my other computer and get that link from Luann. I'm going to play that up. If I have to play it on my laptop, I'll play it on my laptop for you. How's that sound? Because I think it was working on my laptop. All right. You guys ready for the $50 contest? No, Face Swap itself is part of Human Synthesis Studio. So if you just purchased Face Swap, that's not qualifying as one of the pillars. That's a good question. Talking Faces as well is part of this whole thing. Talking Faces will be implemented soon. That doesn't count as one of the pillars towards a huge discount. My apologies on that. I know it is a smaller synthesis product. When we had to limit it to one of those 3 pillars. I'm here. Okay, I see a few more helps in there. And I see that you want that link again. Yeah, let me give that to you. It's right here. It's toddsuggest.com SAS Webmax. Sorry, I'm going to put it in. You could see it in the chat. It's also in the chat. If we lose track here, it's also in the chat. Make sure you get in. The price is going up with every 33. You probably see a higher price by now. Instead of 257 and then you kick it to 247, my guess is it's already up $3. Let me know. Write in the question and answer box what you paid so I have an idea because I can't get in there right now. All right, please be patient. If no one has gotten to you, just keep writing help. Okay? Just start with help.
To clarify, don't just say help, say help, your email, and which synthesis products you already own. And that'll help us give you the right coupon.
Okay, while we're doing that, I'm going to ask those questions and we're going to be, I'm going to write down, I don't want to bog the rest of the staff down. So I'm going to write down your name and I'll have you stick in your PayPal and all that if you are a winner. So I'm going to ask those 3 questions to win $50. I'll take them one at a time. The first question I'm asking has to do with, there was a person who was in the middle of winter right now who's on this webinar. And I would like to know from you guys, what place is that person from? You will know if you are on the early part of the webinar. What place is that person from? And we have, oh my goodness, so many of you remembered that. I put it through a random generator and Michael Peterson is the winner. Michael Peterson, you get $50 to your PayPal account. I need you to write, I need you to copy this down. In the chat box, you see where it says your green screen guy at gmail.com? I need you, Michael, to write to that email, okay? I'm going to write your name down here so I make sure that we have you. And what you're going to do is you're going to say you were the winner because you said Antarctica, which is the right answer. And you would like, and also give us your PayPal email, and you would like your $50 in PayPal. That's Michael Peterson. I'm writing that down so that we know that when you write that you're the right person. Okay, I'm going to ask the second question now. I mentioned the year that I was on television, that I started on television. What was that year? 1980 was the right answer. Most of you got that right. If you didn't, St. John Martin Jr. St. John Martin Jr. What I need you to do is go in the chat, copy down that email address. It's yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com. You were randomly selected from about 30 people that got the right answer. Let me write your name and number down here. Michael Peterson was the first. St. John Martin Jr. Okie dokie. Fantastic. I have a third question, which I told you about, and one I have not told you about yet. And I'm going to be asking those in just a few minutes. Meanwhile, let me know who is in. Okay, let me know who is in. Okay, Linda is in. St. John Martin Jr., you have to write to that email in your Gmail, in your mail. You write to yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com. You don't write that in the question answer box. Michelle has got in. Thank you. Fred is having problems checking out. Al, you have the right answer, but you answered before I asked the question. Jennifer, you are in. Fantastic. Joseph is in. It's private. No one else could see what you're writing. If you could write what you just paid, someone that just purchased recently, could you write what you paid so I know how much it's gone up? Al Rice is in. James is now in. Melvin is in. Michael Curry is in. Phyllis is about to be in. Nick Martello. Mark Watkins. Huh. Stan, that's quite a discount you're getting there. Oh, okay, so the price is up. Looks like about 70 sold, 80 or so far. So you're still near the lowest price, but a whole bunch of people purchased. Tracy is in. Thank you, by the way, very much, Joseph. For life, this is not the same as Humitars. If you already have Humitars, or in other words, Human Synthesis Studio, you get a discount. And you'll probably want to attend our webinar tomorrow morning. Or wait, we'll show you more. Tanya is in. Helpers is in. Marianne is in. Rich is in. Lloyd is in. Derek, thank you. Subramanium Solur is in. I hope I didn't botch that up. Andrew, I understand. I understand. Thank you. Michael Peterson is in, but he also gets $50 because he won the contest. All right, I'm going to ask another contest question for $50. All right, don't forget, ToddSuggests.com, SAS WebMax for $50. Here's your question. You guys think I'm going to ask about the boat, but I'm going to save that one. This one, a lot of you will get it. What's the name of our cat? There was two photos. One was an AI photo and one was the cat that we have. What was the name of the cat? Some of you are so close. I got a random winner. It's Phil Nuguid, Nuguid. The right answer is sushi. The funny answers I'm laughing about was the spelling on some was a little bit wrong. Some people wrote cat, which I thought was pretty funny, actually. But the correct answer is sushi, just like the delicacy, sushi. And Phil, I'm going to write your name down on the list here. I need you to write an email to yourgreenscreenguy@gmail.com. That is my email. Either me or Luann or Preet will answer that email. And in that email, I need your PayPal email address, and I need to have you say that you won because you got the right answer, sushi. You need to write all that, and that will be $50 going to you straight away. Phil Nuguid, Nuguid. There's one more question coming, and I already told what the question is going to be, so you guys are all set. I know you keep trying to answer as quickly as possible, but it's a random way that we pick them. So again, what you do is you could take your time. You can wait like 5 seconds. You don't have to like put in the answer before I ask the question, like some of you were doing. That's pretty funny. Yeah, okay, that's good. You know, I'm Gregory. I'm glad you asked that question, Gregory Lewis, and I know that you're very happy with that answer. It shows how well we treat our customers. Oh man, John is in. Peng Chen is in. Okay. Marianne is suggesting something called Zip for those that want to get in with PayPal. Phil, you're welcome. Thank you for sending that email to your greenscreenguy@gmail.com. Rob is asking about the app login. Rob, you should be able to get 2 logins there, but I'm not 100% sure, and that is a question that support needs to answer. You obviously do want and need the new login. However, the old login comes in handy because there's a couple of features that haven't moved over yet. So if anybody has any questions about their logins, please feel free to write to support on that. Oh, that was a good guess, Derek. Gray, because the cat is gray. Okay, Sergio's still trying to pay. Okay, I see the price may have gone up another notch. Delphine, thank you very much for those comments. Thank you for your help today in the beta group. That was really handy. And yes, I am going to now just take a break for a minute. I'm going to show the demo again, part of the demo again, while I get that answer from Luann on, or I'm going to try to get that full audio on my laptop or something so that I could play that, because it doesn't seem to play on my computer. It seems to play on my laptop. So I'm going to actually start the demo again, and that'll be playing, and I'll try to have it so that the link is still visible here. And while that is playing, I'm going to get that other audio because I really want you to hear one of these voices. For those of you that came in late, this demo is going to come in very handy. And the link is right under. Welcome to Synthesis AI Studio, the most amazing conglomeration of AI tools that you have ever seen. 3 basic pillars: AI voices, AI humans, and AI images. But there's a lot actually worked into those that serve as extras, such as our face swap feature, which I'll explain as we go along. Now, in this particular demonstration, I'm going to be showing you the basic product, but I'm also going to mention things that are included in our overall bundle product, since we've got such an amazing deal going for the bundle right now. So I will be showing you some of those features as well. Let's start out in the first most obvious place, the training. That's right. I know you wanted to get right in, but I just want to show you how easy and great the training is. You just click on the training tab right here. And in fact, the support tab also, you have a lot of questions and answers in there. But let's start with the training modules. Notice you can pick AI voices, AI humans, or AI images and get training on virtually anything you want. In particular, let me just show you AI humans as an example. Let's say I wanted to learn how to make more than one slide, okay? Multiple slides with multiple humitars, or those real human-based AI avatars. I would go to this right here, Synthesis AI Humans, Multiple Humitars. Humitars, by the way, is the name that we came up with. I have to say it was Luann Beckman specifically who came up with it in a meeting that we had, and it has really taken, and eventually this is probably going to be used as the term for human-based AR avatars. But anyway, back to my point. Click on this and you will learn how to put multiple humans onto a slideshow, or should I say a video with different scenes.
Welcome back. In this video, we're going to learn how to add multiple humitars to your video. Okay, so AI Humans has the option of adding slides to your video. So depending on your plan, you
Okay, so the point was I just want to show you how great the training is, how many modules there are, how many videos I should say in each module. AI voices, we have 5 videos. AI humans, we have, well, over a dozen videos, or it looks like 14. And then in AI images, we have 5. All right, now let's get to what you've all been waiting for, the actual demonstration. Let's start left to right with the AI voices. AI voices, the first thing you want to do is click Explore, and you'll immediately see the advantage of why AI voices is so much better than any other text-to-speech, and that is this. Not only do we have the best sounding text-to-speech with real humans that are these text-to-speech are derived from, but when you add the paragraphs, like you see right here, my cursor down below, like that, you're basically creating a dialogue between them. How does a dialogue sound? Well, let's take just a little bit for one moment, and I'll give you an example. Watch.
And I'm John, still climbing that corporate ladder.
Remember our college dreams of financial freedom, John?
I haven't forgotten, Roger. Still dreaming.
I found a way to turn dreams into reality, John. Ever heard of Synthesis AI Studio?
No, Roger, I haven't. Please tell me more.
It's a powerful platform for generating ultra-lifelike voiceovers using artificial intelligence. Maria, what do you think?
Oh yes, Roger, it's amazing. It uses advanced AI technology to create.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you that example to give you an idea of what I'm doing here. So this was in post-production, some music was put on, but all we did in order to get them to speak with each other like that is just create those different paragraphs like that. Then from there, what you do is you use the drop-down box. Now it defaults to Ian. If you just want Ian, who is actually one of our very best ultra lifelike speakers, to speak, you could leave Ian up and just type something under Ian's name. But if we want to choose another one of our great, they're not humitars, they're speakers, real human speakers, what we do is we add actor like that. We click the plus sign. Then we go to voice type and we could pick premium, which are dynamite, and you could change their emotions, or you can pick even better the ultra lifelike. And then you go to gender. In this case, let's do male, and we will pick somebody else. I am going to pick someone named Landon. He's here somewhere. He's one of my favorites because he is just so human. It's so obvious when you hear him. Let me see. Here he is right here. Here's Landon. So I click on Landon, and then I press add like that. And now from the drop-down box, instead of Ian, Landon's going to be there, okay? And there'll be other choices there as well. If I pick more, and I could switch off between them. So, in fact, let me show you that. On the next paragraph, what I could do is I could add another actor like this. In this case, the voice type, why don't I go with the premium voice, and I'll pick a female. And is Jenny in here? Aria is very good. Even though this is an AI derived voice, not real human based, it's still an excellent voice. And I will add that. Now the drop down box gives me a choice of Landon and Aria. Okay. And once again, Landon and Aria, so I can have them converse with each other back and forth. So let's put Aria there. Okay. Now for Landon, we want him to say something, anything. How are you today, Aria? I hear the weather in your neck of the woods has been raining. Okay, so Aria is going to answer, I am very depressed because I was going to go swimming today. Now it looks like I will read a good book.
How are you today, Aria? I hear the weather in your neck of the woods has been raining.
I am very depressed because I was going to go swimming today. Now it looks like I will read a good book.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back live now, and basically, I'm going to call up that audio that I've been teasing. I did get it onto my desktop here so that I'd be able to play it, because right now what we're doing is we are playing here it is. We are playing the audio section of Synthesis AI Studio. We're playing the AI voices. So while we're there, I want to play you the full audio. I played a clip of it already. You heard it just a moment ago. But I want to play the full clip because I promised you this earlier. What happens is halfway through the clip, the second half that you haven't heard yet, an announcer with a very deep, powerful voice comes in. And I want you to hear that because we actually have the names of these voices. The names are Fred, Ian, Fiona, Elon, and Vanna. And I'm going to actually write that out in the chat so that you know those are the best voices that went into making this. Okay, so I'm going to play it now, putting the microphone back towards the speaker right now.
Hi, I'm Roger, a successful digital marketer.
And I'm John, still climbing that corporate ladder.
Remember our college dreams of financial freedom, John?
I haven't forgotten, Roger. Still dreaming.
I found a way to turn dreams into reality, John. Ever heard of Synthesis AI Studio?
No, Roger, I haven't. Please tell me more.
It's a powerful platform for generating ultra-lifelike voiceovers using artificial intelligence. Maria, what do you think?
Oh yes, Roger, it's amazing. It uses advanced AI technology to create extremely realistic voiceovers. You can create different voices for videos, podcasts, or any digital content without hiring professional voiceover artists. It's cost-effective and efficient.
Exactly, Maria. It's a game changer in the digital content world. And to those watching, join us in exploring these revolutionary tools. Your digital future starts now.
You just heard a superb example of our AI Voices multi-voice functionality. With AI Voices, our ultra-lifelike voices are synthesized from real human voices. There are none out there better sounding. You will get 100 of these ultra-lifelike voices. And if that's not enough for you, you will also get to select from 140 languages and 370 of the best natural-sounding neural text-to-speech, Google, and Microsoft voices as well. For recording these voices, you will get unlimited voice minutes. And now you can have 2 or more people conducting a conversation on the same audio with our unique multi-voice functionality. You will also have an AI script assistant to help you write your scripts. It's right there so that you don't have to leave your work area and very easy to use. All upcoming voices will be added as soon as they are available. Here are examples of the voices you can choose from.
Hi, this is Elon, and this is an example of the AI voices that are included in this package today. You can hear how natural my voice sounds.
Hi, I'm Vanna, and this is another example of the AI voices that you will receive today. You can hear how natural my voice sounds.
No matter where you need an audio, these ultra-lifelike voices, which are synthesized from real human voices, will give you the professional sound you desire. You can even use them to give our AI humans their professional voices. Continue watching to see what we mean.
You can see it even includes the host of the video and what the host should say. Oh my goodness. Scene by scene. Oh my goodness, where did that come from? So my voice was following there, a little clip of my voice, and it's funny that I didn't have the deep professional sound. I guess I could try to, be like those speakers, but I think that was Fred. It wasn't Ian. I recognized it was either Fred or Elon. No, that was Fred. That must have been Fred, because we heard Elon at the very end there, and Ian is the one that is like slow and steady wins the race. The reason I like the Ian voice, IAN, is because he sounds very consistent. So sometimes, like during the webinar, you heard me play one of the voices was different every time I ran it. Well, Ian is very consistent. So that's one of the reasons why I like the Ian voice. Now, if you're curious which voices that you should use that are similar to those in the clip, I actually wrote them down in the chat, not the question answer, but in the chat. And that should be on your screen, the chat. And you'll see that I wrote Fred, Ian, Fiona, Elon, and Vanna. Now, Vanna is spelled with just one N rather than two. Now, I'm going to be looking at some of your questions right now. Basically, I'm going to show you more things like what's included again in a minute, but I just want to remind you that we're here to answer your questions. This is the link to get this incredible product, this 3-pillared product. And I am going to play the rest of that demo, by the way, in just a moment. So I stopped during the AI voice part, and I still have yet to re-show the second time the part with AI humans and AI images. And I will show that again in just a few minutes.